And we kick it off with Carlton and the Dockers.
On 11:16 SEN, league teams for James Bogue's draft, proudly supporting local footy and stadium fantasy sport. Pick your team now.
Carlton, Fremantle.
Very important game, and the odds suggest a close one, and I think most pundits and footy fans agree. Carlton $1.85, Fremantle $1.95 if you bet with Sportsbet. Club music, please, for Carlton. Unchanged.
Club music for Fremantle. In. Ballantyne, out. Sutcliffe, omitted. Emergencies.
Sorry, I was going to say.
You go
we'll do them at the same time.
All right. Silvani.
Graham.
Sheridan.
Joseph.
Sutcliffe.
Menzel. Now, the Carlton ones, interestingly, Nick Graham, he's only little, ball magnet, a beauty for the Northern Blues.
I saw him pre-season. He was really, really impressive.
And for those people who we tried to confuse, the Silvani, of course, is a Fremantle emergency.
But a nephew, isn't he?
He's, nephew, cousin, I don't know, something.
This will be a great game. I'm doing this game for the age, and I'm really looking forward to it. I know Fremantle sort of tend to put people to sleep sometimes, and I think it'll be tight and pretty low scoring, but the stakes couldn't be higher, really, could they? I mean, Blues a game out of the 8, Freo just out of the top 4, and they have to get top 4 to have any chance of winning the flag at all. And the history suggests it'll be close. I mean, Carlton won 4 of the last 7, but the 3 they've lost have been by really narrow margins. On the other side of the coin, the Dockers, they're handling Etihad a lot better than they used to. They've won their last 4 there, I think, over the last 2 years. So they just I'm really impressed with the way they've just keep grafting out wins despite quality personnel missing virtually every week, and Pav comes back next week, so that makes a huge difference. McFarlane's still a couple away, I think, if not more. But Ballantyne's pretty critical, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, he just injects a bit of vibrance and life and obviously goal-scoring power up forward. Look, I just can't go past the Ross Lyon factor again. I just think he knows how to clamp down on opposition midfields. I think the Freo midfield's particularly good and in form. Barlow has been great most of the year. Mundy's been really good. Sandilands, a couple under his belt now, I think makes a difference. And look, the Blues are playing good footy too. So it's really set up as a great game, but I'm going for the Dockers very narrowly.
I'm going to tip my first draw of the season.
Oh, I tip this.
I can't split them in my mind. Every time I look at Carlton, I think they're just playing a bit better football. Not fantastic, but improving a bit each week. They certainly finished the game off well against Gold Coast. And I like the way some of their players who've been down on form are starting to regain it. The only one who really hasn't come back is Yaron. But I think that's just a matter of time because he seems to be mentally in the picture again. He's in the game. And I wouldn't be surprised if he has a good one. Robinson is back. So I like them. But then the Dockers, Ross Lyon at Etihad's a good thing. They've been good under Ross Lyon at Etihad. They understand what they need to do to win. It sounds ridiculous. I'm tipping a draw.
No, I think it's a fair call. Just on Carlton quickly, I mean, I think one thing that, they've had it sort of at their disposal most of the year, but it's becoming more obvious now, the flexibility. And I think with Jared Waite, I know he's sort of a perennial, he could make a big difference, but I think he really could because, and a key to this equation is Matthew Watson, who's done really well since he came back in. If he can continue to hold down a key defence post, allowing Henderson to play forward, you imagine Henderson and Waite as your key forwards. I think you're looking at a far more potent setup for him.
I agree, but we don't have that to contend with on the weekend. Let's go to the next game. Brisbane versus St Kilda at the Gabba.
On 11:16 SEN.